He's back. I said, he's back. Errol Spence Jr. first ever look at his eye post-surgery. Wasn't able to fight Manny Pacquiao. I got all the details in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys throw a like on the video. It goes a long way when you guys do that. I appreciate it. It helps others locate the video just like you found it. Make it accessible so other people can find the video. Now, in case you live under a rock or you don't follow Boxing Ego, where I deliver the latest and greatest, this is your one-stop shop for all your boxing needs. Errol Spence was scheduled to face Manny Pacquiao. You guys seen? And out of nowhere, weeks before the fight, it came out that he was unable to compete because he was at the Nevada State Athletic Commission doing a preliminary checkup or medical, and he couldn't pass it. They said, you have a retinal tear. Errol Spence then says he went to additional doctors and they deemed this was an accurate prognosis or diagnosis of his eye, small retinal tear. Then the rest is history. The fight got canceled. Errol Spence says, and I quote, "I came back from worse. I went to 3 different doctors. They all said the same thing. I'll be back for the winner for sure. We now know the winner of the Pacquiao. He's going to fight me. I do believe I will defeat the Cuban." Right? We know Ugas won that fight. Great pickup victory for him. Wasn't supposed to be there. Made the most of an opportunity. Errol Spence previously said, "I'll be back for the winner. I've been through worse. I was taught to keep going, get through it and keep going." I'm happy to report that Errol Spence, it looks like his eye is on the road to recovery. This is an old picture from August 11th, as you guys can see. And already it looks like he was able to take the patch off. That was a video leaked and posted by Errol Spence Jr. So this is great news because I've seen guys who've had detached retinas and I've seen the aftermath, and I'm sure it depends on who you go to. Errol Spence, he probably got some of the best specialists and doctors that money can buy. This is, you know, of course, trying to preserve his career. And some guys, for whatever reason, it doesn't look like they're, I mean, each person has their injury. Each person's injuries are particular to them. Everybody has their own set of chromosomes and genetics and things like that. Errol Spence, he looks like his is successful. Like, for example, Abner Mares was supposed to fight Gervonta Tank Davis at a point in time. And similarly to the Pacquiao Spence pullout, Abner Mares, it was revealed that he couldn't fight against Tank Davis because he similarly had a detached retina. And if you look at, they have him doing commentary on Showtime. If you look at Abner Mares' eye, it doesn't look like it's been able to fully retain focus. It almost looks like, you know, it's slightly off, at least certain angles and things like that. And I think this is some of the post-surgery problems that you could have when you have something involving your eye. Errol Spence, on the other hand, I mean, the dude is like Wolverine at this point. Hey, bub. He's like Logan. The man out of nowhere gets in a car accident, touches asphalt, and they say he had no broken bones. I mean, the fact that he even lived, I mean, this is crazy. Errol Spence is becoming an urban legend. Now, I don't know as far as his eye. I haven't talked to Errol Spence, and I don't know, but from the eye test, like, no pun intended, but from my eye test, it looks like Errol Spence's eye looks fine. You know, it looks like the same Errol Spence. So the kid is lucky. Hopefully he'll keep us posted and keep rehabbing his eye. And I'm just happy because you never want to see no one's career end on a premature technicality and injury and stuff. And we're talking about someone's vision. We're talking about someone's eye. This is serious. This could lead to blindness, things like that. So good thing for Errol Spence. He has the good team and people behind him, and they're willing to forego all the accolades and stuff like that, because I'm just gonna tell you, boxing is crooked. Boxing has a lot of corruption and a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you guys would be shocked about. So they got Riddick Bowe fighting. Listen, they have Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe fighting. So you can't tell me that everybody in boxing cares about the boxers, because if that was the case, I don't think you would have like senior citizen aged people that are legends in the sport potentially damaging their health or risking their life at this age to do some, like, they really got the boy Riddick Bowe fighting Lamar Odom, who just knocked out a Backstreet Boys brother, Aaron Carter, or whatever Carter. So I'm glad Errol Spence's team, they chose in life to be successful. I feel like you have to focus on the long term of things, big picture thinking. That's all I do is big picture. I don't care about today and tomorrow as much as I care about the future and like the bigger picture. And a lot of people will not forego instant gratification, and in the end that could be to your detriment. So instant gratification would be risk Errol Spence's eye and hope he beats Pacquiao injured and doesn't pick up any worse damage, or do what they did long term, big picture thinking, and say, hey, it's not worth it. Pacquiao's a legend, but there's still other great fights. My fighter's health is paramount. And that's what they did. So they made the right decision. Now, I got to shout out TubeBuddy. Make sure you guys click the link in the description to get TubeBuddy. If you are a YouTube content creator, TubeBuddy can help. I use it every day for videos like this. You too can use it by clicking my link. Beautiful daughters Errol Spence has. And you could get TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is an awesome browser extension to help you make money on the platform by simplifying processes. These features aren't available on YouTube as it is. So optimize your content, use the link in the description, and get TubeBuddy. Now, back to Errol Spence. Very happy with what I'm seeing. Errol Spence looks to be in good spirits. And I seen some recent pictures, or what I believe to be recent pictures, and he looks in shape still. So that is all good. And I like the fact that his eye doesn't look like some people that I know have had that detached retina, torn retina surgery, and it looks like their vision, especially because you have to understand the eye is like a muscle. So you have a patch and you're not using it. It's just like muscles. You think about muscles. You see people in wheelchairs and things like that, and your muscles atrophy. So you have atrophy when you're not really using your muscles. Like you're in a wheelchair, you're paralyzed. So your legs, you see the legs start losing mass and muscle and things like that. And that's a lot of, that's anything. Like even Spanish, if you're bilingual, if you speak English and Spanish, payday, you want payday. I know that if you speak Spanish as a kid and then you don't use it, like the saying goes, use it or lose it. You got to use it or lose it. If you don't use it frequently enough, you'll probably be rusty with your Spanish and or forget the language, you know. And the same thing happens to the human body, like muscles atrophy, or your eye. You got a patch in your eye because you just had a surgery. You're not really using it, so your eye is when you take it off can be weakened. So you got to do like physical therapy and reps on your eye to get your eye strength back. You know what I mean? And whatever the process is, this is Errol Spence's journey, and it looks like he's going through those things. He told you he's a strong kid. He said, I've been through worse. And you can see, you know, at the end of the day, he's tough as nails. So good to see this. I'll wait for Errol Spence to do an interview or give an actual word. There was a lot of people, including that other YouTube channel, and they were secretly liking posts and stuff that were insinuating Errol Spence was fibbing or, you know, wasn't consistent with his eye injury and what side was the patch on. Me, I'm going to praise the fighter and praise the underdog story. I just want to see a healthy Errol back. So he needs to take a tune-up, take a time that he needs, or whatever he feels is right for his body and his team. I'm with that. Drop your thoughts in the comments.